Hey guys, Bob Taylor with iMusicAcademy. Just want to say good morning and thank you for all the emails that came in. It shared that I'd been sick from COVID, but I'm doing a lot better. So thank you again so much for everybody wishing me well and saying hello. So we have about 10 people that have signed up for the free course. They have the bundle courses already, but I wanted to do something again that will hopefully get you focused in on the practicing. And what we're going to do starting September 20th is we're going to go through Blues Volume 1, and we're going to go through 2 keys a week for 5 weeks. And this is going to get us into playing in all keys by focusing on specific licks. And I'm actually really enjoying what we did yesterday and all the feedback that I've received. And I want to let's just keep going with one other idea from the course that we're going to do. So the one we're going to do today is the third up to the root. And this is a fingering that I use on every single key. It's third up to the root, so thumb 5, thumb crossover, and that's the 9th of C up to the flat 7. So you already have some really important tones. You have the third up to the root, the 9th up to the flat 7. Now I'm going to keep going down, and that's the 6th, so the root to the 6th or the 13th, however you decide to look at that, and you could keep going down to the flat 7 and 5. So let's just do that right hand only. And notice it's the exact same fingering all the way through. And if you practice this slowly, you'll be able to play it fast later on. Now, if you're a little more advanced and you find this fingering pretty easy to come down, you can actually take it all the way down. Here's where we stopped, and I can go a whole step down, and watch what happens here. 5, 3, and then that's the 11th up to the 9th. Sorry, you do right here, and now you go flat third to major third, and then the root. So the fingering, that is the only place that the fingering changes. Let me do that again. So I'm going to cross over flat 7, flat 6, and now I have to go flat third and root. Okay, so let me do the first part along with the bass line. And we're going to stay with this bass line that we've been doing of just quarter notes for now. Nice and slow. Let's just start there for a minute. Let me do that again. Or I could go. Now I'll do it all the way down. Now, let's talk about practicing for a second. We can do things where we really simplify the process of just the first couple of notes. Let's say we're playing a C blues and we go C, F, and G, or our 1 chord, our 4 chord, and our 5 chord, right? From Blues Volume 1, all the licks go through a simple C blues, so C, F, and G. But here we go. We're just going to get that under our fingers. So I'm thinking third up to the root. Now I'm going to go up to F, and now I'm on the third of F up to the root. There's the flat 7, which is really important. Now back to C. Now watch when I go to G. So that's the third up to the root of G. Now I'm already on the third of F. And then okay, So, and what I did there is just the turnaround lick that I've showed you guys before. 1, 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, and you can do the octave there, the G13. Or you could technically do a sharp 5. Okay, so let's talk about again how this course is going to work, and is that we're going to take 2 licks from Blues Volume 1 every single week, and we're going to focus in on practicing in all keys. So every video that you get will have each lick in every single key. And the reason this is important is because I want you guys to be able to play in all keys, and you can do this stuff, I promise you. Several of my students, you know, they start out by thinking, oh, I just want to be able to play in C, or you know, maybe a certain rock key that they're used to. But there's something really good that happens when you're able to transpose into all keys. There's a comfort level that you'll have that you've never had before. And so it doesn't matter if you show up at a rock guitar player's house to jam out in A or E or B or F sharp. It won't even matter, because you'll have your vocabulary in every single key, okay? So let's talk about transposition and how this is going to work. The way I did yesterday's video, you saw we went through all keys. Well, I'm going to do the same thing for just this lick, okay? This lick that we just did. So let's get the pattern down again. The fingering is going to be the same. 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 5. 1, 5, 1. 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 5. All right, and the most important thing is that fingering works all the way throughout every key. Okay, so let's just go up a half step. Now this is going to feel awkward to some of you guys who've never played in C sharp or D flat, but let's just go ahead and take it very slowly. So we're looking for the 3rd up to the root, crossover, and now you have the 9th up to the flat 7. Okay, let's do that a couple times. Now what has to happen in our left hand? We have to go D flat, A flat, just like we did yesterday, to D flat, B flat. So let me do it really slowly. This is how you build confidence right here. You're already playing in D flat by just doing this. Now let me go down the scale a little bit more. So F, D flat, 9th up to the flat 7, crossover again, and there's the D flat to the B flat. And there's the flat 7 up to the 5th. Let me do that a couple times. Again. Now the advanced way, again, was if I go down a whole step here. Now I have to cross over and up to get D flat. Now, let me also remind you yesterday that you can, if you're having trouble swinging these, you can straighten them out, right, to get the notes down. So again. All right, let's go ahead and try that in D. So D, I get D and A to D and B. 3, root. 3rd up to the root. Your 9th up to your flat 7. Crossover. D up to the B. And then I end with the flat 7 up to the 5th. Let me do it slowly. Let's, if I was going to do the advanced version, I would go whole step, 5, 3, and I have to cross over a whole step and get up to the 3rd to the root. my hope is that you'll see a couple of things from these examples is that you are really training your ear when you're working on these things. These are absolutely awesome exercises and licks to transpose, right? Even if you just did this. Okay, let's go ahead and do a few more keys just to show you again what I'm talking about. So D flat, we did this, 3 up to root, 9 to flat 7. Let's go to D. What a great ear training exercise. 3, root, flat 7. E major, okay, so maybe you never play an E, but let's go ahead and figure this out. So 3rd up to the root. Okay, there's my flat 7, so 9, flat 7. And I start to notice the patterns, right? 3 up to the root, I go down by a half step. All right, what about F? What about F sharp? Who plays an F sharp, right? You do, or you will, okay? So we have 3 up to the root. There's my 9 and flat 7. How cool will it be when you can play in F sharp and not even have to think about it? Same way that you would play in C major. You'll have a confidence you've never had before, I promise. Okay, so G, 3 up to the root, 3, flat 3, 9 up to the flat 7. All right, let's do A, flat, sorry. So 3 up to the root, half step down, 9 up to the flat 7. There it is, right there. No problem. No problem. Okay, A major. There's your rock guitar friend that you show up to his house and he wants to play in A. And you're like, no, I want to play in C. Anyway, all right, so A major. Okay, we got it now, right? We can jam with him, or he can jam with us, whatever. All right, so B flat for my jazz guys, right? Or girls. So 3rd, root, down a half step, 9, flat 7. No problem there. And then we're going to finish it out by doing B. We're going to go 3 up to the root. And then what do we have to look for? The flat 7 of B. And we're going to finish with our comfort key of C. Right? You want to always make sure if you've done a lot of hard work, like let's say I've been messing around in B. I just did that wrong. Okay, so now I'm going to fix that. Yeah, so let me back up and show you something in C real quick just to make sure. So when I just screwed that up, what I was doing was a little bit different from the pattern, and I did this instead of doing what we've been doing of just going down the pattern right there. The other way you can do it is like this. So I do da da da. It's just a nice sound. The most important thing there is you're going to go chromatic, and then you end on the flat 7 and 5. So let me do that again. So let me try that again in B. So 6, sharp 5, 5, and then I want to make sure I'm ending on the flat 7 and the 5. So as you learn these licks, you're going to start doing your own variations and have fun not only playing all the right notes, but it's okay to make mistakes. We all make mistakes at times, but it just makes us get better when we're just having fun with it, because really nobody cares, right? So all right, so here we go. Let's put this into some C blues practice, right? We've been working on our transposition, and now I want to just do a review yesterday of what we did, and then we'll wrap up for today. So C major, you have the first lick, right? And if you're having trouble with that still, I'd love for you to practice it very slowly, right hand only. This is a great ear training exercise and lick, right, in all keys. But right now we're going to work on C because we're about to play a C blues. The other one we did was a diminished chord. Well, how do you get the diminished chord? You take a C major scale, you go up 3 half steps to get your minor third, go up 3 more steps to get the next minor third, and there's your triad. Now, the key to this lick is starting on 2 and 4, right, to 3 and 5. So, a little tension there, but I love it. So, kind of an old school feel. All right, let me put that with example 1. Here's the lick from today. I'll do the variation. Okay, so you see what we're doing here. We're building up licks and ideas, and we have vocabulary, right, that we can mix and match. You do some repetition and they get under your fingers, and then you start really having fun with it. So maybe I want to do now I'm going to go to F. How about the lick from today? Okay, so you see what's happening, right? We have done a lot of repetition. We're learning to play in different keys. We're getting these patterns, and we're focusing on building up a vocabulary and learning how to transpose. And I promise you it's going to help you. Okay, so here's my last thing I want to say about this. Thank you to my 10 people who have signed up. Thank you for the nice emails. You guys are amazing. And this is my way of giving back to you. Thank you for supporting iMusicAcademy. I appreciate the emails that I've received regarding my new setup. I hope you guys like my new setup, showing you the notes and everything. And when we're doing jazz and jazz chords and things like that, this will really help with all the voicings and things like that, of it showing every single note. And I'll be able to hold all the chords out for you guys, so that you'll be able to see everything. Okay. Okay, so thank you for the support there, but this is my way of saying thank you, and I love the connections that we're making at iMusicAcademy, and each one of you are very important. If you don't have the material, all I'm asking is that if you can afford it, and it's not much at all, I've created special pricing for the bundle. All I ask is if you can just get the bundle. That would be very helpful. If for some reason there's a financial need or something from somebody, then just email me and we'll figure something out. And but my most important thing is to help you, and I don't just want to sell you courses. I've said that so many times, but it's so true. I want to invest in you and help you get to your goals. And so we'll do that, whatever it takes. So I created a couple special pricings in the email. Again, they're private links, so it's not the go to my website and get the bundle for whatever the price is. The special link is just for my email list, and it's way cheaper. Okay, it's significantly cheaper, but you get all the PDFs and all the videos. You'll always have the videos. You'll get, starting September 20th, we're going to do this free course for all my bundle people. You get each 2 licks a week. So you're going to focus in on those 2 licks. These licks and all the others that are in Blues Volume 1, right? There are tons of them. But you'll be able to play in all keys by the end of 5 weeks. This is my first experiment of creating a practice group of iMusicAcademy students. If you've ever purchased a course, I call you a student, because I don't know, I couldn't think of anything more creative than that. Anyway, all right. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and thank you so much for hanging out. Please keep emailing me, and if you're actually doing this material that I've been sending out, and you're interested in the courses and everything, I would love to hear from you, and I'd love to talk to you. So, email me, and thank you so much. Have an awesome day, and we're gonna keep this going, guys. I'll probably do another video tomorrow.